Have you ever picked up your phone for what you thought was going to be one quick check, only to look up and realize a whole hour has passed? You tell yourself just 5 more minutes, but before you know it, your entire day has slipped away. This was me. And honestly, it was so frustrating. I wasn't just wasting time. I was losing control of my focus, my habits, and my priorities. I knew I had to do something, but quitting doomscrolling felt impossible. I had tried it in the past, and I always ended up coming back to it. This time around, I realized it wasn't just about deleting apps. I needed to break the cycle that my brain was addicted to. The moment that I had downtime or I was feeling stressed, my instinct immediately was to start scrolling. But what if I could change that? What if, instead of losing time to mindless scrolling, I used that time for something better? So I started to experiment with different ways to stop doom scrolling. And what happened next actually surprised me. The first thing I did was install an app called OneSec. Instead of letting me open distracting apps instantly, it forced me to pause. Every time I tried to open YouTube or Instagram, I had to take a deep breath and wait. And that tiny moment of hesitation, it was enough to break the automatic habit of scrolling. I started realizing how often I was reaching for my phone without even thinking about it. And just having that awareness alone made me cut back a lot. But there was another problem. For me, quitting doom scrolling wasn't just about stopping. I had tried just stopping before, and it didn't work in the long run. So this time, I had to make sure to replace the habit with something better. I realized I usually reached for my phone whenever I was bored, stressed, or just had some downtime. So this time, instead of just quitting, I swapped in some other things. The first thing I did was move the apps that I actually wanted to use to the front of my home screen, so they were the first thing I saw when I picked up my phone. For those moments when I had downtime or when I needed a break, or I just wanted to do something quick and engaging, I started using this app called Quranic. It's similar to Duolingo, but for learning Quranic Arabic. Unlike scrolling, it didn't pull me in for hours, but it still allowed a quick break from whatever it is that I was doing, while also still being beneficial. And surprisingly, without even forcing it, I started using my phone more intentionally. In those moments when I would normally have the urge to scroll, I found myself staring at my home screen, bored. And after finally quitting doom scrolling, naturally I had more time to do the things that mattered. I started reviewing the Quran more, reading more, paying better attention to what I was learning, and even just feeling more present in general. It wasn't just about reducing my screen time, but about making my phone a tool that actually benefited me. And the best part is, I didn't even have to rely on willpower to make this change. It was all about setting up the right systems that make success easier and failure harder. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found this video helpful or at least interesting, and inshallah I'll see you in the next one. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.